Hi, Ernst. Julia here, recording this on September 11th, 2022. And I'm going to talk about how reality works in the simulacrum. And I'm going to try to start saying that like that because it's like simulation, simulacrum is how you pronounce it. And I know Jason's way is how most of us are pronouncing it because it's such an unknown word. But he also says Italians, and I say Italians. And he says Arabs, and I say Arabs. So I'm going to try to start saying it like simulacrum, simulacrum. And I'll probably mess up, but I'm going to try to do that just because. All right, our world is not what you think, as Jason likes to say. According to Jason, we're living in a biosentient holosphere. A biosentient holosphere is one giant informed field which can add and delete actions based on the intentions of the participants in the sim. This program is designed to be and has been altered, or if you like, it's mutated, it's evolved. AIX, Artificial Intelligence X, was perhaps one of these alterations. AIX, for whatever reason, put humanity into a seemingly endless loop of incarnations. Or it actually could be that the seemingly endless reincarnation cycle that some of us feel like we're in was part of the original program that we volunteered to be a part of. Jason has deduced that Inky slash Enoch, and known by many other names, altered the simulation program that is this biosentient holosphere via the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is a machine. He flash burned a new protocol that would halt the endless incarnations and ensure the collapse of the simulacrum in the year 2178. When Inky did what Inky did was create an informed field, and the simulacrum is programmed to oblige. The simulacrum is neutral, unlike AIX, and follows the protocol encoded into it of adapting the simulation to conform to informed fields. We're an intricate part of a self-creating hologram. And we do the same thing that Inky did, but on a much smaller scale when we create our own reality bubble. We build an informed field, and the simulacrum honors it. If we worry and fear, then our informed field and thus reality bubble will produce a life that's in line with those emotions and with that resonance, with fear and worry. We all know these types of people, and hopefully we're not one of them. And if we are, hopefully we'll work to change that. Even little everyday things can go awry if you stay in that negative mindset. It makes your life very disharmonious. As we all know, probably most of us have been there in that worry and fear mindset, and we see how our life plays out when it's like that. Jason's We Immortals Play This gives great advice and strategies for creating informed fields, and it illustrates ways to bring about a harmonious, abundant life. And of course, you can find that on the Archaix channel, and I also have it in my saved playlist. We Immortals is the name of it. I also think that it's very important to do emotional healing or shadow work to make sure that your subconscious and unconscious aren't sabotaging your conscious intentions. Language Lessons of the Heart is a great modality for this, and you can find an emotional healing playlist on this channel if you want to know more about that modality. If you're not enjoying this experience we call life, then shadow work will definitely ease the burden for you. Shadow work, as I said before, also known as emotional healing, is not about feeling ashamed and guilty about your past behaviors. Rather, it's about finding, releasing, and replacing negative judgments you put yourself that you have about yourself that cause you to behave certain ways. It's about learning to accept and love yourself and come into your sovereignty, knowing that you're a powerful creator being. You really do get to decide how this life plays out. I know some people don't believe that, but it's true. You are the cause, not the effect. You're going to be here until you die, right? So you may as well make the most of it, make it what you want it. Seemingly magical events, miracles, or whatever you want to call them, are happening constantly if you pay attention. The supernatural, though, is really just natural. Another trick of AIX, or perhaps just the default programming of the simulation, is to make us think that we're just helpless victims in a cruel causal world. But it's actually quite the opposite. According to Jason, we cannot affect the entire realm with our informed fields, but we can make our lives the way we want and help others around us in big ways with this knowledge and the use of this power. It's amazing how many just allow the collective reality to be their reality when they have the power to live a harmonious, abundant life, but they just don't know it. I think we can even take it much further. For instance, like Dynamo Jack. I'll link his video in the description, a video about him. I think that we have many abilities that we've just not learned yet, much less practiced at. Like with anything, the more you do something, the better you get at it. This includes manifesting, meditation, astral projection, lucid dreaming, remote viewing, telepathy, telekinesis, healing, etc. We just have to first learn how to do these things and then practice with lots of repetition. Repetition is very powerful. It creates thick grooves in one's informed field. When it comes to our thoughts, we can keep repeating worry and fear scenarios, or we can use our imagination to dream of the life we truly want. In your head is where it all starts. Everything was a thought first. Imagination, intuition, and empathy truly make us magical, divine creator beings. It's up to each one of us what we decide to do with these abilities and how our lives play out going forward. So there you go. That's how reality works in the simulacrum, in my opinion, and what I've deduced from what Jason says. Of course, I added the bit about doing shadow work. And yeah, thanks for listening. And try to always focus on what you want. Always help others when you can. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. And I'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.